Today's HealthWatch March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month.
Local 5's Caitlin Corbett tells us how an Iron River woman saved herself and is now helping others.
We all know how important knowing your family history is when it comes to early detection for cancers. And this Iron River woman wouldn't have discovered her cancer in time if it weren't for her brother's own diagnosis.
So he was diagnosed in early 2024, I believe February, and he was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. We never had colon cancer in our family before, so he was the first one.
Little did Joy Parmentier know, following her brother's colon cancer diagnosis, she would receive her own.
Mentioned to my doctor, when they ask if there's any change, and she said then they recommend every 5 years. I had just had my colonoscopy about five and a half years earlier with no issues. I was on the 10-year plan when you don't have any polyps or anything. So I was not concerned.
And just that mention of a change in family history changed Parmentier's life. Though she had no symptoms, her follow-up colonoscopy revealed a single polyp, which turned out to be cancerous.
So most common type of colorectal cancer actually usually starts as a polyp on the inside of the colon lining. And those actually become larger and start to grow into the colon as they become a cancer. Usually takes roughly 5-6 years on average for a polyp to become a cancer from start to finish. That's why a lot of times if we have patients with a family history of colon cancer or with a personal history of polyps, we start bringing our screening intervals down from 10 years to around 5 years because we know that they have the propensity to form those polyps, which means they have the propensity to get a cancer.
Dr. Casella and his team at Aurora Bay Care surgically removed Parmentier's sigmoid colon, and now she's cancer-free and will be back for a follow-up colonoscopy a year later. But Dr. Casella stresses knowing your risk and knowing the signs of colorectal cancer.
Certainly rectal bleeding is one of the big ones. Any change in bowel habit that's unexplained, so new onset severe constipation, severe diarrhea, again rectal bleeding, weight loss, fatigue, any of those symptoms can be early kind of warning signs that there's something going on that might be concerning.
While Parmentier's brother is undergoing treatment for his cancer, she's spreading awareness to help others prevent theirs.
I'm very, very fortunate that it was caught early, and if my brother had not been diagnosed with this, I was not due for a colonoscopy for another 4.5 years, and we'd have a little different conversation. So after all of this, I would never go longer than the 5 years. A lot of people have said to me when I tell them, get your colonoscopy, they say we don't have a family history. But somebody has to start that family history.
To assess your risk for colorectal cancer, visit Aurora Bay Care's website. And that's your Health Watch. For Local 5 News, I'm Caitlin Corbett.